He calls me furious. He is absolutely outraged. You know what he says? I could have died. I almost died. And you know what I say to him? Come join me as I share with you exactly what I say to him. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney here in the state of New York. So now I'll tell you exactly what I say to this caller who thinks he's got a valid medical malpractice case against the doctor who was treating him. I tell him, but you didn't. And almost doesn't count. And that stops him cold. That totally stops him cold. He's like, but I could have died. Yes, you could have died. Yes, you almost died. But guess what? You and I are having a phone conversation right now, and you didn't. And guess what? Almost doesn't count in law, especially in a wrongful death case. You can't go into court claiming almost wrongful death. It doesn't work that way. When you bring a claim for wrongful death, you're claiming that someone caused an untimely death. And now we go ahead and prove the case. But where you almost die, you can't bring a claim for wrongful death. Well, then they say, can I bring a claim for pain and suffering? Well, let's look at it. Did you suffer any physical harm or injury as a result of what the doctor did or didn't do? If the answer is no, then in all likelihood, I will not be able to help you. Now, that's not to say you don't have a case. And why is that? It's because not every attorney will take on a case that only has psychological or emotional injury. Most really good attorneys in New York will only take on a case if there is a physical injury together with the emotional or psychological injuries. There are some attorneys in New York who will accept a case if there's only emotional or mental injuries. But I'm not one of them. So that's why when this caller picked up the phone to call to see whether or not he had a valid case, and he says, but I almost died. The doctor did something so terrible that I almost died and I could have died. Yes, that's true. You could have died. You almost died. But if you don't have any physical injury, if you don't have any permanent injury, then there's nothing I'm going to be able to do to help solve your problem. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on when someone believes they have a valid basis for a case and they come across saying, I almost died. Yes, I recognize that and I understand that. But it's not something that I can help you with. You know, I do realize you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit and you've got physical injuries as well as psychological and emotional injuries, then what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, I do this every single day and I'd love to talk to you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.